50 Rare Authentic American Photos and Videos of World War II. You must see Part 14.
Subscribe for daily content. Support this channel so it can grow.
Only a small percentage of people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. If you feel like supporting me more, join my Patreon.
1. USS Greer, DD 145, riding in stormy seas, while escorting a North Atlantic convoy, June 1943. Photographed from amidships, looking aft, with a merchant ship passing in the background. 2. AB-17G Flying Fortress, XMH, serial number 44 to 83494, of the 94th Bomb Group with a P-51 Mustang at Charlegrove Airfield, 1945. 3. Corporal Ruth M. Oakley of Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, poses in Salzburgen, today, holding a captured Sturmgewehr 44. November 3, 1944. 4. Operation Queen. Stolberg, Germany. The 16th of November 1944. Men of the 692nd Tank Destroyer Battalion enjoy a hot cup of joe. 5. USS Wallace and Leeds, DD 703, the ship's band plays for the crew, as she transfers mail to USS Essex, CV-9, in the Okinawa area, the 26th of March 1945. 6. An American convoy rider gives a Chinese child a ride in the Tengchong cutoff, China, 1945. 7. AB-25 crew hitting their target during a training exercise in Midland, Texas, 1942. 8. An LCVP landing craft moored to a ship off the Normandy beaches while an LCM is passing by in the center along with USS LCI, L-5 and USS LCI, L-4 moored together in the left background, the 10th of June 1944. 9. Major Gregory Boyington, using Jones just before his takeoff on the 27th of December 1943. At that time, he was the commanding officer of Marine Fighting Squadron 214, VMF 214. His aircraft is a Vought F-4U Corsair. 10. Soldiers of the U.S. Army's 2nd Battalion, 165th Infantry, struggle to shore on Yellow Beach on Butaritari, part of the Gilbert Islands, following a naval gunfire bombardment. November 20, 1943. 11. New Guinea Campaign. Battle of Noam 4. The 3rd of July 1944. A paratrooper of the U.S. 503rd Parachute Infantry Regiment who has just dropped onto Camiri Airstrip. 12. Netherlands East Indies. Battle of Morotai. The 22nd of September 1944. Technical Sergeant O. Dejur Alams from Ohio and Private R.B. Cox of Washington, D.C. contact the 2nd landing party after reaching the beach at Morotai. A Japanese dump blazes in the background. 13. USS Cowpens, CVL-25, known as the Mighty Moo, photographed by the Naval Aircraft Factory, Philadelphia, on the 25th of June 1943. 14. A Grumman TBF Avenger prepares for takeoff aboard USS Yorktown, CV-10, late 1943. 15. An American soldier takes advantage of a pause in combat to shave. Battle of the Bulge, 1944. 16. An Australian manned M3 Stuart tank attacks a Japanese pillbox in the final assault on Buna. Men of D Company, 212th Battalion fire on 25 enemy soldiers, January 2, 1943. 17. General Dwight D. Eisenhower, Supreme Allied Commander, talks informally to enlisted men of the 945th Salvage Repair Unit after a visit to the front lines. The 16th of November 1944. 18. U.S. Marine raiders gathered in front of a Japanese dugouts on Cape Totkina on Bougainville, Solomon Islands. 19. A 19th Bombardment Group B-17D being loaded with 100 and 500-pound bombs probably at Del Monte Field, Mindanao, Philippines, early 1942. 20. An American soldier just back from the front lines during the Battle of the Bulge, Belgium, 1944. 21. Submarine Squadron 5, 6 boats of the squadron nested together in 1945. Ships are, from left to right, USS Segundo, SS 398, USS Seacat, SS 399, USS Blenny, SS 324, USS Blower, SS 325, USS Blueback, SS 326, and USS Carr, SS 328. 22. 2 smiling soldiers of, probably, the 4th Moroccan Mountain Division of the 1st French Corps, fill the hands of American soldiers of the 12th U.S. Armored Division with candy, in Rouffach, France, after the closing of the Colmar Pocket. February 5, 1945. 23. An M4 Sherman fitted with a T-34 Calliope rocket launcher in a test/demonstration for 5th Army officers. Viareggio, Italy, December 19, 1944. 24. Martin PBM-3 Marine Patrol Bomber in a hangar at NAS Banana River, Florida, in March 1943. Plane at left is a PBM-1, with retractable wind floats. That at right is a fixed float PBM-3 model. 25. Senior pilots in front of Boeing B-17, B-17 F-80BO, 42 to 29,996, PIR, flagship, of 407th Bomb Squadron, 92D Bomb Group, at Alconbury Airfield, England. Sadly, this aircraft, commanded by 2nd Lieutenant Joseph F. Thornton, was lost on November 16, 1943. Of the crew, 1 evaded capture, 9 became POWs. 26. B-17 bombers flying back to base after mission, 1943. 27. U.S. 1st Marine Division staff at Guadalcanal, Solomon Islands, August 1942. 28. Crew members of one of USS Augusta's, CA-31 1.1 inches anti-aircraft guns eat sandwiches at their battle station, during operations off North Africa in November 1942. Note breach of their gun at left, with ready service ammunition stowed along the splinter shield. 29. 5 U.S. Army Air Force Bell P-400 Airacobra fighters of the 67th Fighter Squadron, 347th Fighter Group, after having arrived at Henderson Field, Guadalcanal, on August 22, 1942. The P-400 was a modified P-39D originally built for the Royal Air Force. 30. A U.S. soldier says farewell at Penn Station, Pennsylvania Station, New York, before being posted abroad in December 1943. 31. Paratroopers of 1st Allied Airborne Army receiving a final briefing before embarking on Operation Market Garden, the 17th of September 1944. 32. The first formal raising of the American flag over Palau Islands, the 27th of September 1944. 33. USS Stanley, DD 478, off San Francisco, October 6, 1944. 34. M2 steel treadway bridge spanning the 1,032 feet breadth of the Rhine was built in 32 hours under heavy enemy fire by the 291st Engineer Combat Battalion supported by the 988 and 998 treadway bridge companies. 35. Battle of Manila. A U.S. Army M4 Sherman tank enters Old Fort Santiago through a somewhat enlarged gate, the 26th of February 1945. Note crest carved over the gate, and extensive damage. 36. U.S. soldiers of the 101st Airborne Division carry wooden sculptures and paintings, including the Adam and Eve oil painting by Franz Flores from 1550, out of Hermann Goering's art bunker in the Wemholes, Berchtesgaden area, and load them into a truck. May 1945. 37. An M3 GMC, gun motor carriage, equipped with the M1897 A 575mm gun on Bougainville Island, in the Solomon Islands, November 1943. 38. USS Bunker Hill. The gruesome aftermath of the Inferno. Identifying the dead crewmen prior to burial at sea. 39. M4 Sherman tank with bulldozer blade attachment, wearing number 82019 YM nicknamed Defiance, on a European landing beach, 1944. The event is probably either a rehearsal for the Normandy invasion, held at Slapton Sands, England, in the spring of 1944, or the invasion of southern France in August. 40. T/Sergeant Benedict Benny Borostowski, ball turret gunner of Captain Oscar D. O'Neill's B-17 Flying Fortress Invasion 2nd, serial 42 to 5070, of the 401st Bomb Square, 91st BG. 41. U.S. Army Air Force A-25 Shrike. The A-25 was in fact a Curtiss SP-2C Helldiver without arrestor gear or folding wings and a few other minor changes. In total 900 Shrikes were built. 42. A half-track plows its way through a muddy road in the Hürtgen Forest. 16th Infantry Regiment, 1st Infantry Division, the 15th of February 1945. 43. USS Enterprise, CV-6, after kamikaze attack, the 14th of May 1945. 44. U.S. First Army at Remagen Bridge 4 hours before it collapsed. 45. The explosion of the USS Mount Hood, AE-11. Loaded with munitions, the Mount Hood was completely destroyed. At least 432 men were killed and a further 371 wounded. Seedler Harbor at Manus Island in Papua New Guinea, November 10, 1944. 46. A military policeman from the U.S. 29th Infantry Division, rests on the approach road to Sonlo in Normandy. 7th 19th of July 1944. 47. Men of Company B, 184th Inf. Regiment, 7th Infantry Division inspect the Jap 75mm gun they captured on Okinawa, the 29th of May 1945. 48. Exhausted GIs of the 8th Infantry Regiment, 4th Infantry Division, after hours of fierce fighting in the Battle of Hürtgen Forest, November 18, 1944. 49. Men of Company I, 181st Regiment, 8th Infantry Division move through Hürtgen, Germany, on their way to the front lines, December 6, 1944. 50. U.S. anti-tank gun evolution in World War II from the 37mm gun M3 to the 3-inch gun M5.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment, like and subscribe. Support the channel so I can bring you more content. Thank you again.